talented man. I've enjoyed working with him. He's very funny. He's very nice. Just a lovely guy. And let's have a big hand for Michael Zonta, right, everybody? Michael.
Hi, I'm Michael, and I have a Messiah complex. This is an MA meeting, isn't it? Messiah is anonymous. Well, I'll admit it. I want to. When I grow up, I want to be Jesus. I mean, he came from God. He can heal people, and he's got a killer body. Because he's a construction worker. That's why. Where was that old guy in class that used to laugh at all my jokes? But he led kind of a Spartan life. I mean, he had no women, he had no men, he had no sex. Even his mother was a virgin. So. That never goes over. I don't know why. But you remember Jesus? He's the one that said, "It's kind of nice. I can't see any of your faces, so that makes it kind of easy." But yeah, Jesus. He's the one that said, "Except you become as little children, you shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven." And there are an awful lot of people walking around that are petty, small, uneducated, and illiterate. So I think we may be closer to the rapture than you think. But it's kind of got to be hard to be an only begotten son. But actually what God said was not only begotten son. What he said was, "I beget the son," when he saw the Virgin Mary. So I saw the Dalai Lama the other day, and he said we need to love all sentient beings. I think that excludes Republicans. So I learned yesterday that the cause of global warming was the breath that we breathe out. It's like carbon dioxide, and it's called the carbon footprint. So the solution to global warming then is to stop breathing. I mean, you can breathe in, but you just can't breathe out. So that's that problem solved. You've heard about the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, this great big patch of garbage that's out in the Pacific Ocean. It's the size of Texas. And some scientists are saying that it's even taken the shape of Texas. It's like it's trying to communicate with us. What's that, boy? Are you trying to tell us something? There's trouble? Trouble at the old well? Oh, just trouble in the Pacific Ocean. Well, we'll be right on that. But we have a lot of junk in our society. I mean, we have junk stocks, junk bonds, junk mortgages, junk mail, junk food, junk. But I think we're kind of attached to our trash. It's something that's kind of like our calling card. And we have trash in space. We have politicians that trash each other. We have trashy TV shows, trashy... I went to Oregon State, and we were the Beavers. And trashy... that's part of the trashy football games. No, thank you, Curtis, for seeing really not making any sense at all. Oh yeah, yeah, and then we have trashy, politicians that trash each other, and athletes have to learn how to trash talk. It's part of the practice now. The NBA practice now. It's 3 hours of layups and 1 hour of derogatory comments about your opponent's matriarchal lineage. So I've been thinking a lot about death lately. 1 minute one minute you're alive, and the next minute God is presenting you with your 40 virgins, and they're all straight guys. You coughed on my line! They're all straight guys. Thank you. So I was going to talk about premature ejaculation, but I think it's too soon. And, oh yeah, Queen Latifah. We heard about Queen Latifah. She was in the news. She's been outed. There was a picture of her and her lesbian lover on a cruise. And so, you know, everybody knows now. I always knew she wasn't a real queen. The Kinsey Report. Right about the time I was born, Kinsey came out with this great report that was shocking at the time, and it showed that men had sex with other women, and that sometimes they even had sex with each other. So the big thing about the Kinsey Report was the Kinsey scale, which was a scale from 0 to 6. And if you're a 0 on the scale, it means you're totally straight. If you're 6, it means you're totally gay. But really, what it is, it boils down to 1 to 6, because nobody's totally straight. Because if you're totally straight, then you wouldn't even want to be touching yourself, and that's not going to happen. Imagine a guy at a urinal who's totally straight. He's going to have to ask for assistance from the guy next to him, and then that leads to the whole other end of the scale, which is 6. And Satan actually got his calling card from the Kinsey Report, because he figured that anytime 3 6s are together, somebody somewhere is going to be having a hell of a lot of fun. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. There goes Michael, everybody. Michael.